The man who walked with God and disappeared. The most silent and unsettling story in the Bible. There is one of the shortest stories in the Bible, and at the same time, one of the most disturbing. It has no explicit miracles, no long speeches, no battles, no explanations, but it ends with a sentence that should make us stop everything. Enoch walked with God. Then he was no more, because God took him away. Few words, but eternal impact. Who was Enoch? Enoch lived in one of the darkest periods of humanity. He was born just a few generations after Adam in a world that was already sinking rapidly into sin, violence, and corruption. It was a generation walking straight toward the flood. The Bible barely talks about him. It does not say he was a king. It does not say he was a famous prophet. It does not say he performed great public deeds. It says only one thing: Enoch walked with God. And that changes everything. Walking with God is not religion. The Bible does not say Enoch believed in God. It does not say he talked about God. It does not say he defended God. It says he walked with God. Walking implies consistency. It implies closeness. It implies daily life. It is not an occasional encounter. It is not a desperate prayer. It is not seeking God only when everything goes wrong. Walking with God is living aware of his presence every single day. In a generation where no one wanted God, Enoch chose to walk with him. The contrast with the world of his time. The world Enoch lived in was heading toward collapse. Evil was increasing. Violence was spreading. Sin no longer shocked anyone. It was the same scenario that would later cause God to say he grieved over creating humanity. And in the middle of all that, one man walks with God. No applause, no crowds, no recognition, only faithfulness. The strangest ending in the Bible. The Bible usually records deaths, and he lived so many years and he died. But with Enoch, the pattern breaks. It says, and he was no more. It does not say he died. It does not say how it happened. It does not say when it happened. It simply says that God took him. This means Enoch did not experience death like other men. He was removed from the earth. No spectacle, no warning, no explanation. Why is this so unsettling? Because Enoch was not taken out of the world because of the chaos around him. He was taken because he no longer belonged to that system. While the world was heading toward destruction, Enoch was already living on a different frequency. This reveals something deep and uncomfortable. It is not the environment that defines who walks with God. It is the daily choice. The Bible speaks of Enoch again. In the New Testament, Enoch appears again. And the text says something even stronger. By faith, Enoch was taken from this life so that he did not experience death. For before he was taken, he was commended as one who pleased God. In other words, Enoch pleased God in silence, without a stage, without fame, without followers. This directly confronts modern spirituality, which often confuses noise with intimacy. What does this say about us? The story of Enoch asks us an uncomfortable question. Are we trying to impress people or to please God? Because those are completely different things. Enoch did not try to change the world. He chose to be faithful within it. And that was enough. The deep meaning of his disappearance: Enoch was not taken because he was perfect. The Bible does not say that. He was taken because he chose to live close to God in a world that chose to live far from him. This reveals a powerful spiritual principle. The more someone walks with God, the less they belong to this world. Not in the sense of escaping life, but of not being dominated by it. A silent warning. The story of Enoch is short because it does not need explanation. It is a warning. It reminds us that intimacy with God is possible. Faithfulness does not need an audience. Walking with God changes destinies. While an entire generation was destroyed by the flood, Enoch was already gone. The final question, the question this story leaves, is not, why did God take Enoch? The question is far more uncomfortable. If God observed our lives today, would he say we are walking with him or just talking about him? Because in the end, Enoch did not become famous. He did not leave books. He did not leave speeches. He left an eternal testimony. It is possible to walk with God in any generation. And when someone truly decides that, their destiny is never ordinary.